Well, my wife has a meeting today up in Pea Ridge, Arkansas, which is western Arkansas, all the way close to the Missouri border. And never been to the little town before, so I thought I'd bring my camera, video. Gonna make a video today anyway. I figure I'd find a spot maybe that's in a country setting that's kind of cool to look at, and run my mouth like I usually do. Uh, Man, as soon as I got to town, this is what I saw. So my first impressions, I don't even know what to think. Where am I at? Yeah, okay. That, whatever. Just something you don't ever see every day, I guess. I'm gonna pause this here. Uh, I'll get a picture of this water tower. Why not? Let me cruise down this little town, see if I could give you a. Well, I just had to do a U-turn. I was gonna drive out to the countryside and try to see Pea Ridge, and then out of the corner of my eye, I saw a drone station at Walmart, and I haven't seen one yet. So let's do a drive-by and check this out. I've heard about them, but I've never seen one. First, I thought it was an electric car charging station, but as I got closer and realized that those are small drones hanging in the air, that's pretty neat. Cruise over here, figure out where to go, and film this for just a second. I guess Pea Ridge can't be too far in the dark. They got drones at this Walmart. It's like a drone station. I guess they're doing deliveries out in the country. I don't know. I haven't run across one of these yet. But, you know, Pea Ridge and Bentonville. Bentonville is the home of Walmart, and where their headquarters are. And they have never, they're just down the road, up the road from them. So I could see Walmart trying something out. Maybe in the country would be the perfect place to do it. I don't know. Pretty cool. Got one looks like it's about to take off. They got one on the ground over here picking up an order. So that's something cool. Technology's coming a long way. Wow. And you wouldn't think this little bitty town. So I guess they're up there charging, and there's one going up right there. That's a delivery. It just hooked up to it, and I guess they're gonna fly it out. Man, well, I've never seen anything like it. Waiting for one of them to move. It just looked like it accepted an order. There's another one coming down. Well, the technology is getting crazy. Look at Jetsons, something. There you go. Now it's lighting up. Wings are turning on, or the propellers are spinning. Check that out. And off it goes. It's gone. Thing went straight up, and I don't even know where it went. I can hear it. Must be above my vehicle. Ain't that something? This is a wave of the future. Starting out here in Pea Ridge, starting out with the rebel flags and going over to they're stuck in the past of the rebel flags, I guess. I've seen several of them. They're everywhere. That over there. Something else. Several houses have them. That war was fought and lost a long time ago. I mean, I don't know. I think the rebel flag in itself, cool looking, but what it stood for, something you can't really get behind today. All right, let me pause this. I'll get a picture of this water tower. Start here goes another one taking off. Then go do its order. Well, that is cool as hell. She's above me. Check that old car out. That's pretty cool. That's one thing that's not a short supply out here is these old vintage cars. They're in everybody's yard everywhere you go. That's still got the engine in it too. Somebody made a little flatbed, or got a little flathead in it, made a fire bed out of it. That's something neat. And that is pretty common around here. You'll see them everywhere. Well, I'll say this much for the town. It's a clean little town. There wasn't much to it. Probably less than 10 or 12 stores, but I mean, they got everything you need. So I'm just gonna cruise out here to the countryside and just take a look. I'm just going north through town, and I'm driving aimlessly. I really don't know what to expect out here. I was gonna find a little country setting maybe and just talk a little bit, but it's really pretty through here. Some buzzards. They found a squirrel or something to eat. that's about the way it goes. I probably got about 5 miles outside of town, maybe not even that far, and it decided to rain. Just the floodgates of hell came down, which, I mean, it was looking like it, so not too much of a surprise it happened, but it kind of ruins my day. I was going to park and film, and my wife texted me and said her meeting is over to come get her. So I probably got a 4 or 5 minute journey to go pick her up. So I'm going to film the way there. You can see some of the countryside on the way. And if it doesn't bore you too much, we'll just take a ride. It is really pretty. You can't see it on the video, but there's a creek right down here to my, that drops off. There's a creek on my right side. So on the way up here earlier when I dropped my wife off, there's a chunk of land for sale. It has part of this creek on it. Right there, it says for sale. The camera can't pick it up. It's got a pretty good little creek run through it. That'd be a really nice piece of property. I don't know how many acres they got going with it. But you almost ate that squirrel. Ran right out in front of me. It's a pretty area though. It's one thing about the living out in the country. Your neighbors are spread out. Everybody leaves you alone. Now this is the main road here, but if you get off of it, they're gravel or dirt roads. So if you're going to move out to the area, it's a good idea to invest in a four-wheel drive vehicle. You want front-wheel drive for sure, but I mean four-wheel drive is best because the 5 times a year that you need it, you need it. They get a little bit of ice, snow, and if you're living off on one of these side roads and it's dirt, they get muddy. The city does not maintain the dirt roads either. That's something that a lot of people have tractors and they'll go out there and take care of that themselves. So that's another thing that you got to consider is upkeep. There's not a lot of it. You're pretty much on your own. Even these city roads here, or these little federal highways, they don't really take care of them that well. Probably, I don't know how many years it's been since the road that's running right next to my house. It took them 20 years to fix a pothole or two in them. Just ridiculous. So they're not really that great up on the upkeep up here, or anywhere outside the cities anyway. I don't know if it's just a money thing or what. It's definitely a beautiful drive. If you're into hunting, camping, fishing, this is the way to do it. Then we're going to get some heavy rain now. It'll rain so hard you can't see 2 foot in front of you. That happens quite a bit. Hope this isn't too boring of a video. Not a lot I could do about it. I was going to park and do a session, but it's not going to happen. I guess I'll get it when I get back home. But she's at a meeting up here. It's a brewery company.
Prepare to turn right in half a mile.
And I'm not exactly sure how long they've been in business, but it's an old one. My GPS is working. That is a good thing because I would be totally lost otherwise. Really pretty barns out here too, and that's generally the whole area. Really green. It's about snake season now. They'll start coming out.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Pea Ridge Road.
So I'm just taking you up here to see this brewery, pick my wife up, and there's a sign for it right there. That's a ranch. Yeah, Staples Brewery and Jewelry. Twin Willows Ranch and Brewery. Okay. Up here in the hollows, huh? It's a culture shock from living in a place like Bakersfield, California, coming out to the city. A lot of people from California out here. They are everywhere. Everywhere. I don't blame them. They're fleeing like crazy. But this is all considered Tornado Alley, too. Ain't no telling how the storm could turn up bad quick. They always do. If you're not used to rain, it can be depressing. It could really mess you up.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Whistling Springs Lane.
Sounds like I'm about there. A lot of these people, and then they just turned around and put a trailer on it and made a life out of it. So there we go. Whistling Springs Brewery. So this dirt road's got gravel on it, so that's kind of a luxury. And these dirt roads, they'll break off and spider everywhere. You'll be out there in the middle of the mountain somewhere. You don't know where you're going. They'll just keep on branching off. Definitely a pretty view. Really pretty. It's probably back in the bootlegging days. I don't know if this is open to the public. I imagine it is.
You are approaching your destination.
Guess we made it.
You have reached your destination.
So, if you really want your privacy, you can find a place right out here in the mountains and the rolling hills. I'm gonna leave this video right here. Pretty much at the brewery. I hope this doesn't bore you too much. I'll maybe another video tomorrow. Hopefully the weather clears out. I didn't even check that. So it's a little horse stable. It looks like it turned into a brewery, maybe restaurant. I don't know. A lot of these country places will do this. Actually, you'll have a steakhouse. It's in a barn basically, and somebody just made a little restaurant, and people get together. And this is a little. I guess it's a little bar. I don't know. Pretty cool. Out here in the middle of nowhere where you wouldn't think. Right out here in the sticks. Anyway, I'm going to leave the video here. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, and I'll do a little better job tomorrow.